Hello, my name is Abe and welcome back to the Darkest Dungeon. If you have not seen the last episode, I recommend you do. I'm gonna spoil it. There's a Shambler fight, and I decided to fight the Shambler, and everything worked out beautifully until after the fight. I had decided to go to a secret door, and because my Arbalist was poisoned and on death's door, they died. No, actually, no, wait. They survived the death's door, then we got a food prompt. I didn't have any food remaining. She died. My bounty hunter had a heart attack, and then the bounty hunter died. So I lost two crew members. Crew members? I lost two party members, people, just due to one prompt of food that I didn't have food for. It was so stupid, but kind of funny. We're going to the Warrens this time, and we've got some food. We've got some torches. We should bring some shovels. Yeah, 2 is probably fine. Let's bring a couple holy water in case we get some options to use those. We don't need blood. No one's wasting away. Let's bring a key. Maybe a medicinal herb. We don't need 12 food. 8 food's gonna be fine. We have an anti-venom. Let's bring a bandage. It's gonna take me a while to remember all of the modifiers in these places. Like, I remember a lot of the curio interactions, but I don't remember them all. So, like, I don't remember if we need to bring anti-venom or bandages. I'm just gonna bring one of each.
They breed quickly down there in the dark. But
fuck you, Shambler.
Even faster.
Honestly, I might go for him because with the double protection we've got, we can actually do a very good job on that fight. Incision only hits the front too, so we'll have to constantly be killing the clapper claws. But honestly, we can do it. We can do it. I need a bandage. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna do it. Hook where it hurts. We want him to get hit until he reduces his HP a little bit. So they have insane speed, I guess, even though our speed is higher. You're not in the right position. You can't do incision from there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna stun one of these guys instead, because they have basically no stun chance, or stun resistance. And we'll start hitting, and hitting hard. Blight and bleed resist is both 40%, so we have a 70% chance of landing the affliction. This is fine. Hopefully we do land it. No, he resisted it. But his bleed resistance is now lowered. Does that matter? I don't know, maybe? We can probably kill one of these guys. Yeah, we can. Will Retribution get the kill? No, not even close. Okay. I don't think we need to worry about guard mashing here, but I'll guard with the Antiquarian at least. It's her job on this mission to just constantly be guarded by people. And we can actually get one more stun out, which is nice. And it removes all corpses, which is very nice. He can't heal until he gets wounded, which is the problem. Because he's the only healer, and I didn't give him Reclaim. Oh, so that's why you have Reclaim, I think. So that you can do a little bit of healing, give the bleed to yourself, get your HP down, and then you can start healing yourself. She can heal. She's very bad at it, but she can heal. This guy's dead. Sure, get some healing done. 1 point. We're gonna have an Antiquarian healer here.
This is how a life
This is stupid.
taken.
But it's happening. It's stupid, but it's happening. Got blood from that? Dude,
These nightmarish
that's great.
creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
We're starting to stack up the number of units who have blood, or blood that have the Crimson Curse. Spit. He's blighted. Ugh, 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 ugh. Dagger, though, does a lot of damage. Forward 3. Dude, I like that. You are very maneuverable. Now, he can guard from his position, but honestly, I want him to move up into position. In fact, he could rampart from the 3rd position, so that works. But I honestly don't want him to get attacked. Now the stun sucks, but hopefully we can use him to get some healing done as soon as he takes some damage. Okay, now we want to... I think we should nervous stab. Get an enemy close to death.
Executed with
Man, the
impunity.
Plague Doctor is wrecking it right now. You can move, and this guy only has 1 HP. You gotta actually land the shot though, but hopefully you can.
Their formation
And that does move him forward, which I guess is okay.
maintain the offensive.
Bite, this should do a lot of damage. Decent amount. Sure, keep up the healing, Antiquarian. Good job. You're an asset to the party.
Another one falls.
Whoa,
Seize this
okay.
momentum.
Apparently,
Push on to the task's
that's
end.
the entire mission. Complete 100% of room battles. Hey, first room. But we are definitely going to continue on here. No, use Antiquarian to touch things. Okay, Antiquarian, get you selected. This is the party order I want. Incision. Can we get a kill immediately? No. We might want a blinding gas in that case, just to get this guy stunned, out of the fight for a minute. Could have used disorienting blast. Why didn't I? I don't know. Maybe I'm just an idiot. Punish. These guys do bleed. They bleed very easily and nicely. Okay, protection. Guard her. Get yourself hit. Heal our freaking man-at-arms. Oh my god. They just love going for the man-at-arms. At least he's not getting bled, but come on. I don't want to have him guard right now. So instead we'll just get a stun out, I suppose. You are dead. You're probably not dead. But you will be in 2 turns, so if you do get 1 action, you will die. Mr. Swine Wretch. Okay, good. That's what I want you to attack. His dodge is too good! I gave these guys the wrong equipment. I need to swap their equipment around. Yes, hit him. Oh my god. Okay, hate it, hate it.
Continue
Antiquarian,
the
get the
onslaught.
kill.
Destroy
You.
all.
I mean, the Swine Wretch is dead, so... I mean, maybe if we can get something working here, like... Get another turn, get some healing in through the Antiquarian or something. No.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
More blood, though. Wow, okay. It's pretty good. Right, so...
The light.
I gotta swap some equipment around. Do I have enough inventory space to do it? Probably not. No. So let's drop the 1 torch that we have. You get rid of like your damage stone or something, and just dodge attacks. Okay? You stop dodging. Flagellant, stop dodging. Man-at-Arms, start dodging. This is good. This is good. Because I got it backwards. The Flagellant needs to take damage. I'm worried about using the Flagellant because it seems like a very risky character, you know? We should be able to access this. Item had no effect. Medicinal herbs works. 30% damage until camp. Yeah, I'm worried about the Flagellant because he has so low of HP that when he gets down to death's door, he's just gonna die if the RNG decides that he dies, you know? Kind of want to avoid that if at all possible. Books, ignore. So I don't know. I don't know how to deal with it. I'm gonna do that combat, by the way. I'm not ignoring it. I'm just going the long way around right now. 60, 50, 60, 70. Antiquarian's doing her job. Also, use the Antiquarian to look at things. Journal page. The blackest of fates, 4 of 5. I now find myself back in the Warrens, among the remains of my companions. My wounds are too severe to allow the completion of my task. Thus, the desecration must resume another time. Curious, there's a ring in my pocket. Where it came from, I cannot begin to guess, though it bears a sigil of the estate's ancestral owner. Very curious. So what, did they pocket it from a corpse and not think that they pocketed it for some reason?
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only
Dude, this
the
mission
strength to
sucked.
follow it.
There's like nothing here. There's a backpack, so let's go loot the backpack. A trampled journal, 4-4. I am become vengeance. All cultists will feel my mace. Brigands fear my roar. I am outnumbered, 'tis true. I am starved and half mad, but as long as there is breath in my body, I will press on. I will wreak unbearable agony on those who would speak to despoil my great manse. And now they come. I douse my torch. I do not fear the darkness. This is my house, and woe to the uninvited. Manse or Maince? I don't know how to pronounce that. Once we get the rest of the journal pages, like, the stories will become clear. Just for now, they're a little bit vague. Okay, don't starve me, game. We're not gonna get starved in the next hallway. Let's just make it there. And I know it because there's no room for a starvation tile. Really what happens is that when you go through these hallways, when you scout them or when you backtrack, the game creates a event square on the square, and it could be a starvation tile. You just don't get to see it. So the curio, the trap, and the battle, we're not going to starve in this hallway because there's no way that we can starve. Literally, like, there's no room for the tile to happen. So we're going to get a little bit of extra money from this. Not an insane amount. Also, I don't really care that you failed. Not an insane amount, but,
missteps are the exception,
you know.
and not the rule.
Not an insane amount of extra money, but this is definitely worth it monetarily speaking. Everyone's, like, no one's even stressed enough that I need to worry about stress healing, you know, in the town by spending money. Disorient her, move her up. Stun will keep her busy for a second, but hopefully we can just bleed her and knock her out. She did get bled, and since she's stunned, she is dead, which is nice. So let's get post going. Why not? Make them oh, you're marked now. They have Ren the marked. Well, Ren for the old gods. 10 damage on the riposte. Damn. See, this is what I should have been doing a long time ago. This guy is really good at, you know, taking care of an area, and if she's, you know, inflicting the guard on him, we can do it on turn 1. But, you know, then he has no one to guard, and we want him to get hit because he's the healer. So it's like, what do you do?
Press disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
In any case, this was a pretty easy mission. We are done with it officially. There's nothing left.
Victory, but a victory
Except for a
nonetheless.
curio? Oh right, there was a Shambler's altar. You wanna do the Shambler? You think we can? We don't have a healer. But if there's a mission to do it on, maybe it's this one.
The requirements of survival cannot be met on an empty
What is with the
stomach.
frickin' food tiles? I should have brought a whole stack. Let's do this. Let's go. You, I want resistances. Can't buff you in any other way. You know what? Oh. Make sure people are shuffled so that they get in the correct position when they get unshuffled. So I want you in the back, you in the second position, Antiquarian there, Plague Doctor there is fine, and let's do it. How are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do this? She's just gonna infinitely guard. Man-at-Arms will alternate guard, and then hopefully they attack the Flagellant, and then the Flagellant can do healing. And if we get to Death's Door, then she's going to heal people off of Death's Door. Now we might die. Our HP is pretty low, but I'm gonna hope that we can make this work. Redeem does work, but I do need to move him, which is very unfortunate. Stun is very unlikely to work, so let's just get some damage done, I think. Yeah, I can't move him back fast enough, far enough to make it work. However, you can move up, and then you can activate Defender from any position, Retribution from any position, so the third slot is fine for you. So we'll do it like this. That moves the Plague Doctor back one. You activate your guard. You're gonna activate the guard with the Flagellant so that hopefully he takes more damage. You are going to activate your guard. I don't want you to get marked, but I do want you to guard. So get your guard out. So we got 2 guards, and you got plus 30% damage to camp too. Yeah, they took 0 damage. They got bled, but honestly, bleeding on the Flagellant is fine. I can stun, or I could go for a hit. Let's go for a hit. Killed one immediately. Awesome. You're hurting. You know what? Go for the kill. Yeah. Knock him out. Make this guy not have any help at all. Honestly, like, put some blight on him? Like, I'm thinking, and I'm like, what do we do about this? Force Guard. It'll alternate the guard, but it's gonna stack that protection and dodge on the Man-at-Arms. And because the Man-at-Arms is so low on HP, I kind of want to get that stack up as soon as I can. Now we'll get Retribution. Rampart's probably next. Yep, so Clapperclaw, but only did 2 damage and killed the Clapperclaw. Dude, that's great. He doesn't really have a way of healing, but now we can heal. Because the Flagellant's at half HP. So kill the Clapperclaw? Yeah, kill the Clapperclaw. That should bleed. Yeah. You are almost going to die, so maybe you should heal yourself. Heal yourself. Get yourself off of the next upcoming death's door so you have a chance at surviving. Okay, now Sanguinate. No. Redeem. We want to redeem him. Heal him. Okay. Debuff, damage, dodge, and speed. But now the Man-at-Arms is healed. This is my first time like using the healing of the Flagellant, so it's gonna take me a second to kind of get used to it a little bit here. Do I need to move you up? You can incision. You can't cure blight bleed, and that might be useful. So let's use 1 rampart here. If we get a stun, it'll be very lucky, but no. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Centurious Lament. Ooh, Shuffle. That's gonna suck. No one's being guarded now either, so we do need to get the guards back up.
Set the stage for heroism or cowardice.
I can cure some blights or bleeds right now. You can't incision from that position. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Antiquarian move next. Yes! Move back 2. Now we're in a position where we can do stuff. You need to get your guard up. Actually, you need to Retribution first. Or not Retribution, you need to... Yeah, you need to Retribution first. Get your riposte back. We need to reset the guards on these guys. Punish, crit for 8. The bleed is going to be 20 damage over the course of 5 rounds. Yeah, that's why I wanted the riposte, so that when he summoned, we would get some action. 4 damage is not that much. They're stacking it up, but we can get him a lot of protection here in a second. So let's get that protection stacked, like, now. You are not gonna die. I do need to cure your blight bleed. Okay. Post is going to be active for one more round. I can just kill this one Clapper Claw. Or I could go for damage. I want you... What do I want to have happen here? Base damage 8 to 15, base damage 5 to 8. So maybe the Plague Doctor can kill the Clapper Claw. Man-at-Arms can just damage the boss. Antiquarian can keep buffing the dodge and protection of this guy. Okay. So just go for a hit. Now you need to cure your Blight Bleed. I don't want to cure it off of the Flagellant because he's the healer. We need him to do his work. Oh my god, the frickin' shuffle is gonna get me killed. Also, just don't have a heart attack and I'll be happy.
Those who covet injury find it in no short supply.
I could stack up the bleed, kill him in a couple turns, or go for the Clapper Claw. You know what? Go for the stacking the bleed, kill him in as few turns as possible. Hopefully we go first. Nope, but he is attacking the one I wanted him to, which is Flagellant. Now the Flagellant can do a heal. Yes, and he does get to go first. Heal. Or damage. Damage. Yeah. He's dead. So the Shambler is dead. And then Clapper Claw is dead. So we're done. Everyone's severely stressed out, but it doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, this works. Slightly. Not very well. And I did it with an Antiquarian.
It could be dismissed as a fever dream.
Ancestor's Bottle.
For the corpses.
Plus 25% max HP, plus 50% food consumed, plus 10% stress. So the max HP is kind of big. Minor Antique is just meh. Let's get rid of, let's pop a bandage, take this bottle. Are we done? We're done. Let's, not that button, just... So that was a good mission. I mean, we did another Shambler, got another Ancestral Trinket with an Antiquarian along for the ride. We got a decent amount of money. You know, I was definitely expecting more cash, but it was a very short level, so that's kind of why. One reason why I wanted the Antiquarian for a short level. Sickly, Soft, and Ablutomania. I've been going for a lot of Shambler fights. Resurrection of our ramshackle Hamlet has lured brave artisans and merchants who see potential in the vacant lots surrounding town square. Blueprints! So in other words, districts! Hamlet is growing and news of your presence is emboldening craftsmen to return. You may now construct all new buildings. They are expensive, but provide unique bonuses that may help you in your endeavors to cleanse the estate. Blueprints! These rare items are age-old plans for expanding the Hamlet. They are consumed when constructing new buildings. Blueprints are guarded by bosses. Okay. Come down from the bloodlust, controlled with urges, thirsting for the blood. Blueprint awarded. Myron is level 1. They had a good job, or they did a good job. They had a lot of fun doing it. So week 10 must be the time when we get districts. Interest gain on save gold. We have 1 blueprint. The Red Hook, a monument with no purpose except proclamation of one's dedication. Oh, so it's... I mean, Red Hook is the name of the studio who made Darkest Dungeon, the video game, so this is just, if you build it, well, you must have everything else built already. Bank interest on gold, 5% per week. So if I've got 50,000 gold, 5% of that is going to be 2,500 gold. I can see that being worth it, but it takes 50 paintings. Good God. Torchlight is more beneficial. So, like, more bonuses to dodge and surprise and stuff like that. Plus 15% healing when eating. Some food is granted for free each week. I can see that being quite useful for spamming food for healing, but ultimately, I don't think it's important now. And again, 60 busts. Idle stress relief in town increased by 10 per week. That's actually pretty good. It means that if you have a large enough roster, you never need to spend any money on actually getting stress recovery done, because you're going to have like 30 people in your roster. You can just cycle them out. Sanguine Vinters, 2 bottles of the blood brewed each week. This is apparently super important. It's actually, I'm noticing, the only one that doesn't cost gold to build. But yeah, 2 bottles of blood each week means that we can stock it up, and when we have a lot of people affected by the Crimson Curse, we can bring along enough blood on missions in order to counteract that fact. House of the Yellow Hand, Bounty Hunter, Grave Robber, Highwayman, crit scouting chance. Crusader, Vessel, Flagellant, Stun Resist, and 10% healing. Training Ring, Arbalist, Houndmaster, Man-at-Arms, Accuracy Max HP. Athenaeum, Antiquarian, Occultist, Plague Doctor. Blight skills and debuff skill. Knowledge Curios heal 15 stress. Knowledge Curios, so like books and bookcases and scrolls. Performance Hall Jester, minus 10% stress, plus 2 speed. Finale, plus 20% damage. Apparently this is why Finale was so OP when you had the Performance Hall, and then it was debuffed, and now you've got this like really weird circuitous method of making it work by requiring you to build its bonus using other skills. Outsider's Bonfire, 2 additional respite points if you have at least 1 Abomination, Hellion, or Leper in your party. It seems good. Because normally you have, what, 12 respite points when you use a campfire? Getting 2 more means that's basically 1 more skill you can use. Alright, so we have an objective now, and our objective is build Sanguine Vinters. And we're gonna need 80 busts, so we need to focus now on finding enough busts to make that work. Hey. Warrens is now going to generate actual missions now. Let's see what looks good. Minus to resist. Book of Rage, nah. Ooh. Stun resist, blight resist, bleed resist, minus 10% max HP. This seems amazing. Like, especially late game, blight and bleed will do more than 10% of your damage, so if you can get rid of those just by having 1 item, it's pretty good. It is a veteran level 3 mission though, so we're not gonna go out on that mission quite yet. Demon's Cauldron, Occultist only. Stun, debuff, minus 10% virtue, plus 15% stress. Doesn't seem terribly good. Worry Stone, more virtue, less stress, less speed. I have no idea what mission to go out on next. I mean, we could do the Wizened Hag. Okay, first things first. We have people who are stressed. They need stress recovery. Also, do we need to upgrade like the guild hall? Okay, real quick. You're level 2. Instructor Mastery level 2, and then we can get the next level of spells. However, that requires a lot more portraits and crests. Actually, not a lot more, just a few more. Okay. We get another level of armor smithing or weapon smithing. We can get additional unlocks here, but it's gonna take some time to get those heirlooms. Okay, let's do stress recovery. Sort by stress. Gildersleeve, you are going to maybe hang out here in the bar. I'll spend the upgrades here because I've already upgraded gambling.
All manner of diversion and dalliance.
You can gamble.
Who cross the threshold
Do you have anything that's like, you should do this because it gives you more stress recovery now? So just go ahead and gamble. And the Antiquarian, Antiquarian doesn't want to gamble. Antiquarian wants to meditate. So, you meditate, you will flagellate, you will pray.
little hope.
Get some upgrades there to reduce the costs and up the stress recovery amounts. Sure, go ahead. Only through blood will I blah. Okay. So sort by level. And let's see if maybe we have enough crew members here to do the wizened hag. Dismas? I mean, I know what we need. What we need is a marking party. What we do not have is a marking party. So we're kind of at a loss here. Flagellant also does need some stress recovery, but he will only flagellate. I think that's like a built-in thing. Yeah. I belong elsewhere. Only the lash for me. Yeah, so we have to actually wait for someone to get out of this room, and then we'll put him in there. Which is fine, that's fine. He also doesn't seem like a very good... but Punish can hit the third position, so maybe he would work well against the Wizened Hag. I don't think we should do the boss fight. I don't think we have a good enough party for it. We need to do more side missions, more training. So let's do that. Let's bring along a Grave Robber, a Antiquarian again, for some more cash-ish. We need a healer. Where's our freaking healers? I mean, I could bring along the Flagellant. If I do that, I could also bring along the Jester, and if I do that, I shouldn't go to the Cove because everything's got bleed resistance. I should go to the Weld, where the bleed resistance is much lower. I think it's like standard 0006. I think it's like standard a standard area where bleed works fine, and that the enemies do inflict bleed, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they don't get inflicted by bleed. Because there's his dogs. His dogs inflict bleed, and they can be bled. Yeah. Well, bringing blood or bringing bleed on the Weld is fine. So if we bring along the Flagellant, he can be the healer. Antiquarian can make him guard. The Jester can do bleeding and Inspiring Tune for stress recovery. So we can put him in the third position so he can do that. Antiquarian literally does not matter. She can use almost everything from anywhere. Buff target plus... If that buffed everyone, that would be good, but I don't think it does. Get down, Festering Vapors. Like, really, she's just Nervous Stab and Guard. And the Grave Robber can go anywhere. They do have Blight. They do work with a marked party, but they do work on their own, too, you know. They're not a bad character to have along. Is this what we want? Bleed. Bleed. Throwing daggers, guard. For a Weld mission. We could do it. We could do it. Infestation medium. So there will be, theoretically, jerks trying to give us the plague. We'll have to make sure we equip appropriate trinkets. I'll do that in between missions, though. I won't bore you with that. Okay. So I think we're going to go to the Weld with this party layout. It's not the best, but it could work. I could also bring along a Hellion. Bring If It Bleed. Yeah, Hellion instead of the Grave Robber. Save the Grave Robber for another party composition. See, the thing is, Iron Swan is good, but unless you can get another hit on that fourth line, you're probably not going to get a kill. Unless someone's, you know, like this guy, he can hit the third position from the front. He can hit the everything but the back, essentially. You know, Grave Robber can hit everything but the back. Actually, Throne Dagger will hit the back, so maybe I get rid of the Jester, but then he's got a lot of stress, and if that stress goes up, he won't be able to recover it. But we camp, so we can camp and reduce stress, give everyone encourage. We have a Jester, and the Jester can further reduce stress even if he's afflicted. Okay. Well, no, I'm trying to think of a way in which we do this by dropping off the Hellion. I'll figure out a party composition for the next run. So, you know what? Thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more, and I hope to see you here for the next quest in Enter the Gungeon. No, enter the darkness of the Gungeon dungeon. Darkest dungeon. Thank you. Next time. See ya.